All right, let's start this day off right. Good morning, everybody. Theo the Juggernaut with you. We're getting a little bit of raise here. Hold on a sec. There we go. That's a little better. All right, so here's the deal. Tomorrow night, Winnipeg, Edmonton, 7-0 Eskimos in town. Winnipeg, 3 in a row, no interceptions in the last 3 games. Matt Nichols doing a great job. We've got a couple of points to figure out here for tomorrow night's tilt. Should be a fun one, should be exciting. First off, the 50-50 starts off at $100K. I don't know why. Wade Miller might be making too much money. Maybe they had some issues with the 50-50 in recent past. But hey, it starts off at $100K, so it's going to be a good pot to win. It's going to be fantastic. Number 1, you talk about him, you see him. He's on every highlight reel. He's been on Edmonton's QB spot for the last half a dozen years, I guess. Mike Riley is the real deal. And of course, he's on notice. Why? Well, let's just look at it. 72% passing rate, 2,300 yards throwing. He's 7-0. He runs the clock, he manages the offense, and he gets the job done. And he's done it with 2 of his best receivers out of the lineup for most of the season, including Darius Bowman. So he does 2 things very well. Number 1, he leads his team. And number 2, when push comes to shove, even against the Hamilton Tiger Cats, he wins. Note to self, Mike Riley will be the focus for the Winnipeg Blue Bomber defense. Not all of the focus, but having that said, they're going to be facing a lot better of an offense on Thursday compared to last week. Can they hold him to 188 net yards? Probably not. Will they get 5 sacks? Hopefully. The pressure is what Mike Riley does not like. And if the Bombers are able to take care of that, they may have a fighting chance and be able to take this game into the 4th and win overall. Number 2, it's been a short week. Yeah, they played on Saturday. They play on Thursday. Closed practice yesterday. Jamal Westman said there's 100 trick plays, including one with Mike Shea. I love it. I love the enthusiasm, mostly the sarcasm as well. But the bottom line is it's a preparation for what it takes to win against an undefeated team like the Eskimos. Good job, Mike O'Shea. Well done on the idea of saying, listen, we're taking this seriously and we're being professional about it. Good job. I like it. Let's see if the dividends will match up to the final outcome tomorrow night. You're facing a different offense, like I said. A lot of different weapons. Yeah, their main running back was out with an ACL, and also Darius Bowman may or may not play. Probably not. But Mike Riley is the king to that offense. No major changes in the lineup for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Most of their players had Sunday off, a Monday light practice, Tuesday closed practice, so they should be well rested, hopefully. No new injuries to report. Thursday is going to be a good tilt. The key to the game will be the red zone offense for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And I say that because Justin Medlock has been lights out, 21 points in each of the last 2 games. Not that I don't love his golden foot, but when it comes to points, 7s are better than 3s. Having that said, remember, 7s are better than 3s. Every time the Bombers get into that red zone, hopefully they can put up 6. Medlock just has to kick a single instead of worrying about 3-pointers. We'll leave it at that for the Bombers. Will I make a prediction? It's going to be a close game. I think it might be really good. It's going to be a fun one to watch no matter what, whether you watch it at home, or live at IG Field. As for Winnipeg Goldeyes, well, they just keep winning, man. Like Monday night, out of nowhere, they were down 3-0 and they scored 6 unanswered with Kevin McGovern on the hill and Victor Kaplan closing it out. St. Paul losing to our Winnipeg Goldeyes 6-3. All singles, no home runs, so that meant lots of singles, lots of base runners, lots of runs. They rallied in the 8th and the 9th. Well done, Winnipeg Goldeyes. You are now 48-32 after Monday. Now to Tuesday. Different story. Mikey O'Brien had a bit of a lead. The Goldeyes were up 6-0, and they held on to that lead, winning 8-2. One home run by Brady Shoemaker in the 6th to make it a 6-2 game, but that's as close as St. Paul got. Both pitchers, Kevin McGovern, Mikey O'Brien, great pitching. They really did fantastic work off the mound Monday and Tuesday. Shaw Rosario hopefully follows it up tonight's game time, 7:05, 93.7. CJNU, Steve Schuster with the call. It's going to be a blast. It's going to be a really good game. Hopefully they go 3 in a row. They're creating that space now into that first place spot in the Northern Division, something they didn't have to do last year. Last year they played a lot of catch-up in August. This year they're in first. They're controlling the division. They're playing great ball. And I have to agree with my boy Scott Taylor. This team is very good. Great chemistry, great base running, and timely hitting. I mean, just to add insult to injury, just because Shoemaker hits a dinger in the 6th last night, doesn't mean that our boys Bergen and Abercrombie, both in the 7th and the 8th inning respectively, hit the long ball as well. Just to tell these boys, hey, listen, we can hit the power too. So look for tonight to have some fireworks perhaps. Hopefully it stays dry out there. Enjoy the game tonight if you're heading to Shaw Park. Enjoy IG Field tomorrow. Theo the Juggernaut saying goodbye. And hey, Jets, Yarmy Yager's still available.